Miriam is employing the same careful approach used to treat phobias.
Morning. Hello. You all ready?
Helping Megan to control her anxiety and, little by little, let new people hear her voice. The only people allowed in the living room will be Miriam, Mum and Megan.
But we're going to do everything very, very slowly, just like we did with me.
Everybody else has to wait outside the closed door. But Megan has agreed to have 2 remote-controlled cameras in the room.
We're going to start with some really easy things.
So exciting.
Right, okay, I'll start. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Can you hear anything, Carol?
The procedure moves on to stage 2, the opening of the door.
Okay, and we're going to have this door ajar, and you can just stay on the steps. Okay, January, March, May.
It's a tiny voice, but it can be heard in the hallway. Stage 3. Mrs. Johnson joins in from the stairs.
1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9.
Stage 4, the critical stage. Mrs. Johnson will now enter the room.
A, C, I, K, M, O, Q, S.
Megan, what colour's the sun? That was a huge step. I think it went well.
Yeah, it went really well.
Fantastic. What a tear to my eye, did Miriam. It really did, because that's, you know, the most we've ever seen, you know, Megan as Megan.
Yeah.
Danielle has also been trying to beat selective mutism. Last year, at the age of 14, Danielle was still only speaking to a tiny number of people. But then she made a major breakthrough.
Can you high enough?
The last 12 months have been brilliant. You know, to see her now coming on the way she is. Very pro dad.
I was in floods of tears. I thought it was fantastic. Seeing the progress that she's made, phenomenal.
A year ago, Danielle was still answering questions with a whiteboard. Today, she can just open her mouth and talk.
It's like if you're a singer and you go on stage for the first time, you get this amazing adrenaline boost. It's like that. And you're like, wow, you know, I'm doing it. And no one will really understand how amazing that really felt.
Like other children, Danielle fell into the grip of selective mutism when she was very small.
You can tell that I'm not comfortable. Obviously my mouth is tight shut then.
Her family tried everything, but they couldn't get their only child to talk.
I remember thinking I'm special, but as I got older then I realised it wasn't special, it was just different in a bad way.
So why didn't you just start talking?
It was the mental block.
Because it's not like you physically can't talk.
No,
Because
it feels like you physically can't talk. That's how it feels.
Oh, it was a hard 11 years. You know, and it puts an awful lot of strain on everything. The family relationships. You know, you'll find, because of the frustrations the child has, they can get aggressive, verbally and physically. And we've had both.
When she reached secondary school, Danielle still wasn't speaking to staff or pupils. The stress turned the daily school run into a traumatic business.
She'd physically have symptoms of sickness, headaches, sweating hands, a little verbally aggressive. We used to have a bit of a punching session sometimes.
It's just horrible anxiety. It was just, horrible.
Why do scientists think it's expanding? What's the evidence they may suggest?
Danielle came up with her own drastic solution. She asked to move to another school where nobody knew about her problem. She thought it might be possible to talk, providing she could start the moment she arrived.
I walked in the door, I met the school secretary, I said, "This is Danielle," and Danielle said, "Hello," and I was like, I can believe it.
And I said to my mum that I'd never felt so free, and I was like, oh yeah.
That was amazing, and it was so natural.
Danielle is now much more confident about talking. But after avoiding speech for over a decade, her behaviour was deeply ingrained. She's still struggling to completely rid herself of her fear.
Yeah, it's not all over yet. Yeah, there's quite a few things I still can't do, like obviously talking on the phone, all that sort of thing, going into shops, restaurants. It's still part of my life.
So what's your aim?
To just talk to everyone. Be normal, if you like.